I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and...
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little...
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a... As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted... We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then when he was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
and then... At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the... When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi. And that's when we heard the body discovery and... I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had...
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected...
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth, we'll have to find out. Okay. Monokuma file number 3.
So,
Regarding Taka's death.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
I don't think Taka was last.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Numbering.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay. The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order? I don't think they were numbered.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Okay, that's wrong. Oh man, that's a freaking full mark.
Regarding Taka's death.
I wonder if he died or perhaps it
Probably was
We
after.
already know what order they were killed. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's
Okay,
death.
okay.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
I wonder if he died
or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, that's freaking wrong also. Okay, we're down to 3 lives. So our
regarding Taka's death,
bullets are
I
wrong.
wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or
Let's
perhaps it was after.
let's see this.
We already know what order they were killed in.
What order?
Taka came last
I don't think he was
What
last.
makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice.
There, okay, I think.
It's wrong. Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as they're numbered. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. Ah, that's 6 p.m. Or the wristwatch, hangman. Okay, frick. Holy shit. Wristwatch. We need ACH.
Now I understand.
We got 2 lives left, frick. We're gonna die.
I got it. Papa's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night, so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Oh yeah.
Because
It all
when he
goes
was
out,
killed,
'cause he was
we
killed.
hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Yeah.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
I'm pretty sure Celeste,
Then we
because
all
during
ran
that
down to the
time,
nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
we can see Hifumi's glasses covered with blood. So that means it was fake blood. And after he went upstairs, Celeste killed him and wiped, because Hifumi had to wipe the glasses in order to go up in the repository.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body when his body vanished from the nurse's office. Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared.
Kyoko.
They certainly could have done those things.
Man, Celeste's voice actors, very, very nice. Kyoko. Makoto.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
He could not have been gone for more than a minute or two. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man,
It's impossible.
yeah. There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Yups.
The
He was
dead
still
body
alive.
Moved on its own?
No! Not another...
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Okay, holy shit. Another argument. Broken wristwatch, that's obviously wrong.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, that's wrong.
That's a freaking counter, Celeste, the killer.
Was the body
pretty
discovery
obvious you're the
announcement
one
that
who
was
did
made
it.
really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a fair
very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
What do you mean later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Twice. First time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when...
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be a proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. Man. Okay, Hifumi. Oh yeah, from his glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
There was a difference. The glasses.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can. I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pageant Princess.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like...
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few fishes is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is...
What exactly? What the freaking
What I'm
moron?
saying is, The blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Well, it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moves Taka's corpse. I think it was Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead. And when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body.
The letter. Oh shit.
Shoot!
Frick, man, that was freaking. Okay, it was the freaking note.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well...
Forget about the pants.
for now. Take a look at what the note said.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma couldn't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room.
See. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants. Holy shit. That person could only be...
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, so whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear.
TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi.
Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary. Can't let her get to me. Okay, another argument. Holy shit. Okay, that's... everything's wrong.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
Oh shit.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Okay.
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
The time that note said what happened to 6 a.m.
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh shit, this wrong?
Shoot.
Okay, frick. That one
The
is...
note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Son of a bitch!
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Holy shit. Okay. Let's think this through.
Shoot.
We have only one health left.
Happy had the note, right?
Happy had the note, right?
Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
I don't think it's the note.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must
For
have been
Taka.
Happy.
Holy shit!
Shoot.
Holy frick, man, I'm freaking sucking.
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to...
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh frick! Again, man, whenever I... Okay, I'm dead. I think it's... Oh shit. Okay, let's do this one more time. I think... The note is intended for Huffy. Huffy is Hefome, so...
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Holy shit. Man, I'm sucking.
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember
Okay,
what the note
6
said.
o'clock.
What time did it say to meet?
6 6 a.m.
Ah, okay, it's freaking.
Has nothing to do with TikTok.
Holy shit, man, so fucking stupid. It was the wristwatch because it was 6 a.m.
There absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that.